Hi everyone, today we're going to look at using the Pages resource function available in the Moodle. This is particularly useful if we want to add static information which students can't change, but we want to be available to them anytime, anywhere. So our first step is to select a course that we'd like to add the information to. In this case, I'm going to choose Challenge 10. My next step, once I've selected my course, is to turn editing on. And now I can do any changes that I want to the course. From that point, I go forward and I select the resources, add a resource, in this case, a page. First thing I need on my page is a title. My course still doesn't have course outline, so this is where I might add course outline for Challenge 10. And I also need a description. Even if I'm not going to show it, when students mouse over it, this pops up. So let's call it course outline. If I want this component here to be displayed to students, I could select this box. I personally don't usually show it, but it's up to you. Next, I need some content, and this area here is where we actually want students to spend some time and find some information. I've already got a file open, and I find this particularly helpful if I'm going to be doing some cutting and pasting. So I'm just going to switch over here, grab my file of interest, which happens to be this one. I then need to select some content. You can select all the content by using Command A on your Mac, or just manually dragging and dropping some content as I move the mouse cursor. Command C will copy it, and then I can move back over to my content area, select there. Click on the box and make sure I can see my cursor is flashing away, and now press Command V. And presto, my information shows up. Occasionally you will see that your information has shifted and some of the spacing may be a little bit off. You don't like the sizes. These can all be adjusted simply by clicking and selecting and highlighting. This toolbar up here works pretty much identical to the old school Microsoft Word. So let's change our font size down to standard 14. And I could be creative and I could change my color if I felt like it. So let's call it blue. Scroll down, check my spacing. Oh, that's too much there. Take one out. This can also be done at a later date, which I believe is one of the major advantages to using a page resource rather than attaching a file, which if you want to do any changes to, you have to modify, save, and then re-upload. So my content's okay, I'm happy at this point. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to hit save and return to course. Remember, anytime you do a change or add content, you do have to hit save or else you'll have to redo it. And there it is up at the top of my page here. I'm happy. I can turn off my editing settings. And I can select, and let's see how it looks. There's my course outline for students. And the nice thing here is that it doesn't download to them. They can access it anywhere. They don't have to worry about, oh, I've already downloaded it 5 or 6 times, as sometimes the downloader will not automatically open up the file, and students will be confused. We're done with this, so we can go back to our challenge course. And we could edit this particular file anytime we felt like it. And that's it for today to use Pages.